and out through your hand, so it's coming from in here. And that's why it's important, the handwritten letter.
The written letter.
Yeah.
But those are so important, and that's Anno Domini 2017. The Book of Psalms is the Psalter, and that's the Psaltery. There's the two images from wrong to right, evil to good, man's intellect and reason. There's nobody in the world that has anything like we have our sovereignty. And I'm so disappointed with Maurice Manning and the Free State provisional government that they won't allow that to be told to our people. All we're asking is just to teach the younger people their sovereignty and all about planet Earth and how you live your life and how you create your civilization. I don't think we're asking too much to do that. John, and back to you. Now we get the Christina.
Yep. And now, will you be putting that up? Stand over that. Okay, I'm going to read the proclamation.
And before you start, the reason that we hold the tricolour flag, this is our tricolour flag, it's still our tricolour flag, and they're illegally and fraudulently using it without our permission. And that has to stop.
Okay, the proclamation. Public na HÉireann, the Provisional Government of the Irish Republic to the people of Ireland. Irish men and Irish women, in the name of God and of the dead generations from which she receives her old tradition of nationhood. Ireland, through us, summons her children to her flag and strikes for her freedom. Having organised and trained her manhood through her secret revolutionary organisation, the Irish Republican Brotherhood, and through her open military organisations, the Irish Volunteers and the Irish Citizens' Army, having patiently perfected her discipline, having resolutely waited for the right moment to reveal itself, she now seizes that moment, and supported by her exiled children in America and her gallant allies in Europe, but first relying on her own strength, she strikes in full confidence of victory. We declare the right of the people of Ireland to the ownership of Ireland and to the unfettered control of Irish destinies to be sovereign and indefeasible. The long usurpation of that right by a foreign people and government has not extinguished the right, nor can it ever be extinguished except for the destruction of the Irish people. In every generation, the Irish people have asserted their right to national freedom and sovereignty. 6 times during the past 300 years, they have asserted it in arms. Standing on that fundamental right, and again asserting it in arms in the face of the world, we hereby proclaim the Irish Republic as a sovereign, independent state. And we pledge our lives, and the lives of our comrade in arms, to the cause of its freedom, of its welfare, and of its exaltation among the nations. The Irish Republic is entitled to, and hereby claims, the allegiance of every Irish man and Irish woman. The Republic guarantees religious and civil liberty, equal rights and equal opportunities for all its citizens, and declares its resolve to pursue the happiness and prosperity of the whole nation and all its parts, cherishing all the children of the nation equally, and oblivious of the differences carefully fostered by an alien government, which have divided a minority from the majority in the past. Until her arms have brought about the opportune moment for the establishment of a permanent national government, representative of the whole people of Ireland, and elected by the suffrages of all her men and women, the provisional government, hereby constituted, will administer the civil and military affairs for the Republic in trust for the people. We place the cause of the Irish Republic under the protection of the Most High God, whose blessing we invoke upon our arms, and we pray that no one who serves that cause will dishonour it by cowardice, inhumanity or rapine. In this the supreme hour, the Irish nation must, by its valour and discipline, and by its readiness of its children to sacrifice themselves for the common good, prove itself worthy of the august destiny from which it is called. Signed on behalf of the Provisional Government, Thomas J. Clarke, Sean McDermott, Tomas McDonough, P.H. Pearce, Eamon Cant, James Connolly and Joseph Plunkett. Thank you.
Does anybody want to say anything?
I think it's important to note that the second last paragraph there about until our arms have brought about the opportune moment for the establishment of a permanent national government. That happened in 1918 on the 14th of December, and unfortunately in our history books it's been forgotten about. It seems to be 1916 and then fast roll to 1922 with the establishment of the Free State, which was an apartheid system of 26 and 6 counties of this country. Now go back 157 years to this building when the sons and grandsons of the United Irishmen formed the Irish Republican and Fenian Republican Brotherhoods here and in Dohenese in New York. And we today still hold that. We hold that true. That's why we're here today, to celebrate. And again, going back to the tricolour with the sovereign seal on 5 strings and 6 strings. Years ago, our people knew why they wore these badges. The 5 string was for the Irish Fenian Brotherhood. The 6 string was the Irish Republican Brotherhood on a tricolour and green. It's all on billymaguire.com. All that information is there. But we today are here commemorating 159 years.
And that's what your ancestors have left you all that information. We can go to Lombard and do our sovereignty for 10,000 years. You know, carried from the Middle East, how the pyramids of Egypt were built. You know, what a history we have. And the provisional government of both Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, they don't want that to be taught, or they don't want you to know that information. Because the minute you know that information, you're the Free State government are out of business. And they're out of business since yesterday. They will keep on going as long as they can and get as much money, and all they want is their pensions and their expenses, and that's what it's about. Whereas we want our people to be sovereign, educated, and the essence of the state for the welfare of our people. That's all. And we're not asking too much. That all we want is our sovereign Dáil government. And we have it. Everything has been done for you. There's nothing to be done except to stand up and claim it. That's all you have to do.
I just want to say, excuse me, on this special occasion here, I just want to say a thank you to Graham MacDonald and Brian O'Hare, who came down here yesterday and swept here and cleaned yesterday here.
Thank you, lads.
Graham MacDonald and Brian.